Alright, welcome back to Chronicles of Nadira. Always, I'm Vecna. I am joined here by four beautiful people. Oh, wait, sorry. Three beautiful people and Rocky.
Wooed.
I know.
Oof.
I'm kidding. Rocky is beautiful, and if you need a weasel, he knows a guy. We are one person short. We will be for a while. Our player who is playing Veth'Arden is in the military, and so he is going to be going on some military business. Will not be super available to play, so we're gonna keep going forward and moving forward. I don't know if you saw last week's session. A lot happened. There was a lot of loss and not much gaining for it other than at the end everybody leveling up. So we will jump right into it, and we will start here just by so as you all have kind of taken a moment to assess things, you guys are still in the Forsaken Hold in the Blightwood Forest. Veth'Arden's gone. The enemies you came to slay, for the most part, other than one of them, managed to at least leave the area. Whether or not they survived, completely different story. But you all find yourselves in the Forsaken Hold. The fire that was lit in here is now burning at embers. What would you guys like to do?
Cleric. We need a cleric. Before 10 days' time, if we can manage it.
Before 10
Agreed.
days time, what?
We can try and save her.
Really?
Maybe.
Really?
There's a chance, but we need to hurry.
Right. In parentheses, DM, where are all the zombies that were at the door?
What do you mean?
Zephyrian left all his zombies at the door, weren't they still there?
Yeah, they were.
They
I
might
guess
still
they
be.
shambled off.
They are probably off looking for something easier to eat than what's behind a locked door that they cannot get through.
True. Okay.
First, has anybody got lockpicks? There's a chest.
Oh, do you want me to try open?
Can't say that I'm great with the picks myself.
Sure, I'll try. Going to gently lay Culver's body back down and go try to unlock the chest.
Okay, go ahead and roll a lockpicking check.
Is it sleight of hand?
Should
Or is it on
have
the tools?
lockpicks on your sheet. Underneath your actually you don't. Do you have a lockpicking kit?
Yeah.
There you go. It's underneath your passive perception.
Okay.
One eight.
Nice.
Hopefully it's not trapped.
So with a 20, it takes you a second. After just a few more seconds, you feel the pen starting to move and shift as you manage to successfully pick the lock.
Right. I'm really glad that wasn't a mimic.
Then it eats you.
Shall we search it?
Well, should we like make sure that's not trapped, or is there any like, you know, any there's surprises?
You wanna come over here and help me look?
Oh, sure. And Riven even places a hand on Mavra's shoulder, just like Zephyrian used to do, and be like, "You got this." As magic courses through his hands as he casts guidance on her.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be a D4 plus your roll.
You're checking it for traps?
Yes.
Roll and investigate. 12. Looking at it, looking
Is that
around it,
with the
That's
D4?
15. Or wait, I have to roll what?
you have to roll an additional
D4.
D4.
So 13.
13. With a 13, looking over the chest, kind of doing your due diligence, doesn't seem trapped.
Okay. I didn't see anything. Do you want to open it? Want to search it?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to open the chest and begin searching.
Okay. As you open up the chest, you hear a brief click as a puff of green mist sprays out of the interior to the outside. So I need Riven, Mavra, and Uzmir, are you immune to poison?
Yep.
Uzmir, you're fine, but Mavra and Riven, I need you guys to roll Constitution saving throw.
Lovely.
And you are not
Nice.
within 10 feet of your paladin, so you do not get any bonus for that. Riven, you take 8 points of damage. Mavra, you take 16 points of poison damage. And Mavra, you are poisoned currently.
Can I use my antitoxin vial?
Your antitoxin would be for like a basic poison that you have. Whatever poison you carry. For the poison condition, you have disadvantage on all ability checks until you are no longer poisoned. You're not gonna continue to take damage, but
I took 16 points.
16 points of poison.
Okay.
Hold still, I've got this, and I will. It would appear. My sheet, like all the numbers on my sheet, are as if I had taken a long rest, but I have not.
No, you have not taken a long.
No. I guess it
Did
did that when
you-
I leveled up.
Did you use your last? Yeah, probably did it when you leveled up. Did you use your last spell slot to do the finishing blow on Darian?
Well, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't have any level 2 slots left at that point. I used my HP for that.
Oh, yep.
But I do remember still having lay on hands, and it's 5 points to cure a condition.
You pumped all of your lay on hands onto yourself when you got teleported into the demi-plane.
No. It wasn't all of it.
Okay.
I used about half that, and that got me back to full.
Okay. For lay on hands. Five hit points from your pool of healing to cure the target of one disease or neutralize one poison affecting it.
Alright, I will do that.
Okay.
And assume I had, like, 12 points of lay on hands remaining.
Yeah, that's fine.
That sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
That leaves me with 7. I think I was at like 8 hit points.
Okay.
Right, so I have cleansed Mavra of the poisoned condition,
Yes.
I think.
Nice.
Yes.
As the healing goes into you, you feel it burn away the poison.
Ugh, knew it was poison. I knew it was trapped.
Oh, next time you open.
Well, it did hit me too.
You open the chest?
How about I open it this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there should be no more
you guys-
trap inflicting it. You've already set them all off, it seems.
Well, I don't
That
want
could
to
be
take chances.
residue.
I'm opening the box.
Okay,
One
as
second, I'm
you,
just looking for it.
as you open up the box, you see there's a variety of things in here. There's a few, what looks like maybe books or journals, as well as a little bit of money. So as far as money goes, there is 230 platinum pieces. Waiting for someone to confirm that they are writing that down.
I'm writing it down. It's on my sheet.
Okay. There are 3 leather-bound tomes inside there. There is a potion vial. The liquid inside is a deep yellowish color with wisps of black kind of swirling around inside of it. And then there is something in a bundle of what looks like satin fabric. Don't know what the item is. It's sitting in there, all bundled up with satin.
So, what's in the chest, Uzmir?
A
Nothing.
bunch of money, some tomes, and I'm gonna grab the satin cloth and check what's inside.
Yeah, as you grab it and begin to unwrap it, you find a silver, what looks like a silver-plated steel longsword with a jet black gem set in the crossguard, where the crossguard meets the hilt, although it is missing the upper half of its blade. It has about 3 inches of blade on it currently.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Topic
So, a
of
broken
mind
blade.
sense. Am I sensing anything from this sword hilt?
Your senses are conflicting. The blade itself does not almost resonates with a holy aura, although the gem set inside of it definitely resonates with a much more foreboding sense of danger and evil energies.
I'm gonna wrap it back up and throw it in my bag.
Well,
Shall we split?
keep an eye out for the rest of this blade, I suppose.
Let's focus on getting to the next town first, and then we can go through everything that we've gathered.
I'll start taking just a quick glance at some of the tomes.
Okay.
Get a feel for their contents or whatever.
Yeah, like, are you picking up and just like skimming through them, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. Tomes. There we go. So one of the tomes you pick up, its cover is made of this weathered black leather. There is a stylized eye-shaped symbol that, as you lift it, in the little light that is in here, kind of shimmers in the light. As you begin paging through it, the journal's pages are filled with meticulously handwritten notes, diagrams, cryptic incantations, and languages that... What languages do you know?
Where is it on my sheet?
I would check your Adobe
Somewhere.
sheet. Be on the
I'm
right
looking.
side, on the first page.
Common, Veth'Arden, Abyssal, and Celestial.
Okay, so you do not recognize this language. It does share some similarities to Abyssal.
Infernal, like as not.
Looking through it and seeing the script and some of the diagrams and whatnot within this tome, there's this subtle sense of malevolence that kind of begins to emanate from its pages. As you begin turning page after page, you continue to turn page after page, finding it harder and harder to stop. As you kind of push yourself,
Can
what's
I
up?
force myself to stop?
Yeah. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
21. Yeah, as you feel yourself almost forcefully delving into this tome, you manage to pull yourself away and the tome falls on the ground, and as it does, the pages all flip back over and the tome falls shut.
Heavy reading there, Wolfrun.
Dangerous reading. I'd be careful around that one. I'll just pick it back up and put it in my bag.
Okay.
There were other tomes too, yes?
Yeah, there's 2 other tomes.
Alright, take a look at those.
Alright, there's an additional tome. Ugh. So there is a tattered tome in there adorned with intricate symbols, marking it as from the Felvain Theocracy. A stylized, imposing citadel is against a backdrop of obsidian darkness on the leather cover. As you kind of look through it, within its pages, you see meticulously recorded accounts of the Theocracy's history, detailing its rise to power, the reign of the High Pontiff, as well as the role of the Holy See. Though what catches you off guard is these notes, as you flip through the pages, kind of skimming through, and you get to the end, you see the last recorded date in this journal was about a year ago, and the first recorded date is about 380 years ago. The handwriting looks exactly the same throughout the entire thing.
Curious. Stash that one away as well. And then one last book.
Okay. The final book is a tome covered and bound in tattered ashen leather. You roll a medicine check for me.
A medicine check. Oh, 19.
This is human skin, the leather.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
That is.
Yeah, so this book has definitely been through a lot with its ashen and burnt covers. The pages you see are singed a little bit as well. I'm kind of paging through it. It's missing a few pages as well. You see the pages on the inside, swirling patterns that seem to writhe as you gaze upon them, getting worse if you gaze for too long, and as you turn page over page, you see this book is filled with abyssal writings, arcane sigils, and cryptic diagrams, and you start catching keywords like portal and war and invasion, that kind of stuff, and it almost sends a shiver down your spine at the amount of detail that's listed in this tome for different rites and rituals for summoning creatures from the abyss. And there's a lot of what looks like research and information in here connecting the appearance of monsters in the world, like the Shade Blights, connecting their lineage and their creation to the likeness of like summoning something from the hells or the abyss or the celestial plane. On the cover page, it is just listed as the Gateway Codex.
Well, better in my hands than anyone else's, I suppose. And I'll just close it, tuck it away.
Are you guys splitting the money? Or did
Not right
Uzmir
now.
just pocket it all?
Uzmir, pocket that shit.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else in the chest?
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation.
4. Nope.
Ain't shit in that chest, my guys.
You don't see shit else in that chest other than what you guys have already pulled out. No false bottoms from what you can tell, no hidden compartments, nothing.
So, do we have everything?
Well,
I don't see anything else.
And what about Riven's gonna just go over here. Well, not go over there, but he's gonna look around, see if there's anything else that that they were probably missing, like maybe
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna check other areas of the keep as well. Just quick look around.
Yep. Roll an investigation check.
all right.
Investigation. Oh,
Investigation. Oh, Riven says not.
Wolfrin, going up to that doorway, it is open, and going through, you can see the blade marks on the walls and on the floor, and the scorches from magical energies from where Reyna and Magnus were fighting, and you find what looks like the remnants of a small, almost library nook. All the shelves have been broken, and though there are some books laying on the ground, most of them are tattered and gone with age.
nothing interesting.
Nothing that seems of like massive import or value in here. I mean, there are a few books that maybe are intact enough to get a little bit of information out of, but there's definitely nothing like they're not built like the tomes that you found. The tomes that you found were built to last with age. The vellum pages and the leather bindings, these are not so. These books are not meant to like survive hundreds upon hundreds of years. Riven, you don't find shit.
Figures. Well, I guess we did a good job looting.
Is there anything in this room?
You open the door and it just looks like it is some sort of washroom. Remnants of where there might have been some sort of toilet or other sort of fixture that's since been destroyed or removed. But nothing really left in there. Wolfrin, there is something in there which you also recognize from out in the snow and where you've seen it once before, where there are these almost forcefully carved sigils on the ground. Not like they've been there a long time, like it's a recent thing, and you've seen it twice before. Once earlier today when Darian teleported away, those same sort of marks were left in the snow, and then once when you first fought with Victor when he teleported away. Or not Victor, but the first time Magnus teleported away with Isabella, the cave. Those marks are left on the ground, seems, when the Iron Brand teleport with their sigil-like devices.
And I'm seeing these where again?
In the library, where Magnus teleported away during this battle, and then you saw them
okay.
out in the snow when Darian teleported away.
Right. So it's just corroborating the fact that Magnus got away.
Yeah.
Again. He's a problem for later.
Also, you
slippery slope.
have you do have one of those sigils.
I do. I don't know how to use it.
You don't know how to use it, but you do have one. I think you took it off of Victor's body the first time you killed him.
Mm-hmm.
So anywhere else we haven't checked?
Over on the north, or south, east corner, you guys find what looks like a small torture area where there are 3 heavily burnt and tortured bodies. They don't have any valuables on them, but it seems like more of a recent addition to the Forsaken Hold, not necessarily one that's been here for an extended period of time.
What's about here, though?
You walk in there, there are 3 barrels, 2 barrels of ale and 1 barrel of wine. There was also a backpack, but that's already been taken out of there by Uzmir. It had some healing potions in it.
All right. And Riven's just gonna leave there. And Riven's gonna just go over here.
Hmm.
And he's gonna look at the map. Well, any papers or anything that are salvageable from from Mavra's sister gain completely wrecked.
The only thing that was on the table was there was a couple of cups and then a large map of Nadira. The map itself is fairly damaged from when the table was broken into pieces, but most of it just looks like it was being used to track the movement of some individuals. There's a few markings on there. Looks like Umbra is marked, and then it looks like on the main road from Umbra to Alari, there's a couple marks, and then in Alari, and then between Alari and the Hold, there are a few marks.
Hey, Wolfrund.
Hmm?
Can you come here a second?
Sure.
Do you think this map has any, semblance to the people that you're looking at to kill, or whatever you're trying to do with them?
Does it?
See, if there's
Do locations corroborate some of the information I've been given?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
we love those.
7.
That's a 7.
It's not a high DC, but looking at it, these locations do corroborate 2 locations that you are familiar with because they are all locations you guys have been in the past month.
Well, it's places we've been, at least, and I will point out the points that I recognize to be locations that we've been to.
Yeah, I'm marking Umbra, Alari, the roads between. Going beyond that, you see markings that extend up through the Empire into the Felvain Theocracy, and the points start to make more sense as towns in which you encountered Iron Brand soldiers on your way to Melja are all marked as well. Seems as though they may have been tracking you.
Huh.
So it's true, we've been followed. Apparently from
I've
a
been
long
followed.
ways. Oh, you too.
It's not like I cut a very low profile, generally. And I'll just roll up the map and try and stash it somewhere where it'll not get damaged.
Okay.
Even further. Well, I think that's everything. We should probably start heading out now. Especially since we are on the clock with Mavra's sister.
I will say it is getting very late. About 8 o'clock in the evening. Sun has set. Snow is still falling outside.
We got this. And how many hours
Well?
before Mavra's sister no longer?
For Tears of Resurrection magic, the
Mhm.
cheapest and easiest is Revivify. That has to be administered within a minute of the creature's passing. After that, you have Raise Dead, which is the next step up, and that has to be done within 10 days. And the body has to be intact, and it is not cheap. And the process going into, I mean, even Revivify takes a toll on the person it's being cast on. The higher tier of Resurrection magic, you're going to have a higher toll, and there's more chance of failure the longer you wait.
Well, we need to rest somewhere.
If we're gonna rest, then
And,
we might as well rest here, I guess.
Some places are a little covered in blood, but it should do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna long rest here.
Okay. So
I'll start. I'll just do a quick poke around everywhere for like stuff we could eat tonight. Or there's this room here that I don't think anyone's looked into.
It has booze.
I did.
There's
Oh,
booze,
you do-
There's booze in there.
There's booze in there.
Duly noted.
2 barrels of mead and 1 barrel of wine. There was also some healing potions, but Uzmir already grabbed those, and I think he gave them to Mavra.
I have a question about these remains. Are they burned beyond recognition?
Roll a medicine check.
I'll try and assist with this
Okay.
however I can.
So you either both
I
can
can.
roll individually, or one of you can roll with advantage.
My medicine is not great.
Mine is 0.
Mine's 1.
So I guess we both roll?
Sure.
Because we can have a conversation about it.
You.
I should have given you advantage.
Looking at the bodies, they are heavily damaged. Getting anyone to recognize them you'd be hard pressed to find somebody who could recognize these remains. They do seem elven in stature, but I mean it's a gruesome sight. Not easy to look at, let alone
Hey, that
actually.
one's your mom.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's what she's scared of. Well, what I'm scared of. Can I use my Bane Hunter to sense undead?
Yep. What's the range on that?
60.
Within 60 feet? There are no undead within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
You're 70
good.
feet away. See an army of undead marching toward you. Within 60 feet here in just a little.
Well,
No, you don't
See
sense.
anything outside the window?
Looking out the window, you don't see anything. Like the main gate is open from when you guys first entered, but other than that, you don't see anything out there other than the dead body of Victor.
I'm gonna be right back. Going outside.
yeah. Are you going to look what Victor has? Because we were basically just fighting over the halberd.
Yup.
Oh, that's a fair point, actually.
That is.
I will assist with this.
Okay. Are you giving him an advantage, or are you both rolling?
My investigation is
We'll just. We gotta decide. He gets mad when we metagame.
right.
He gets upsetty.
Where would you rank your investigation skills on a roll, like a 1 to 10 rate, Uzmir?
I mean, we can talk in relative terms. I'm okay at it.
How good are you at finding stuff?
I'll just roll with advantage.
Okay.
Big
Nope.
4.
Looking over the body, other than the halberd, the only thing he really has on him is the kind of burnished blackish armor. He doesn't really have any other valuables on him.
Not even another sigil
Nope.
that I can take.
Nope, he does not have one of those. It seems as though he was here to perform a single duty and seemed to perform that duty.
Hold on.
Anything special about the armor?
It doesn't seem
than-
it doesn't seem magical in any way. It's just full plate mail.
Hmm.
It has like dents and slashes in it from the battle earlier, but
So they stripped him of everything because he was supposed to die.
I mean, I'm sure they would have been happy if he didn't die, but it was one guy versus between 5 and 10 people.
Not even a god-stamped coin purse. Ugh.
Long resting.
I guess we need to preserve the body first, though.
I don't
Since
know
it-
if we want to.
I mean, it is your choice, Mavra.
I want her back. But is that the right thing to do? Can I remove the collar from her now that she's passed away?
Yeah. The collar is loose around her neck at this time.
Okay, I'm going to remove her sleeve collar and throw it away.
You just throw it on the ground or fire or what?
Ideally in the fire.
Okay, you throw the magical collar in the fire. It is not affected by the flames.
I don't care. It's
It
about symbolism at this point. I don't know if it's the right thing to do to bring her back. To suffer like I'm suffering. Just because I'm sad. Just because I felt.
She's still a soul taken before her time. But there's a chance she's found peace in wherever she's gone.
Zephyrian would probably have done something about the tenants and something about, all souls go to Night Mother or whatever. But for me, I just say follow your heart, Mavra. What do you want to do? Because you might be right. She might be in peace. She might not. But we can't ask her, can we? So there's no way of knowing.
Well, I can't leave her here. I'll make the decision on our way to Olari.
We'll be headed
and
back there anyways, I suppose.
I'm going to pray to the Night Mother for guidance every single day of that trip.
Okay.
So I guess that's the right choice. I guess we should also look for where we're gonna sleep. Oh, of course here, but there are a lot of rooms. We also have to make sure that the fire is gonna stay lit. Like,
Well, we have a
Broken table.
thoroughly smashed up table.
yeah, that'll work. We don't have to, as long as we don't have to leave this place.
And one
I have a
last
feeling
question.
it's-
How are we feeling? Wine or mead?
Oh, mead,
I'm-
definitely mead.
I'm going to go hunt for food.
Okay, go ahead and roll a survival check.
I'll go ahead and grab the cask of mead.
Right, so you bring out one of the casks of mead. It is not tapped, but you could definitely rip the top of the barrel off if you wanted to. Or however you decide you want to open it.
There's not like a tap in this room, is there?
You can roll an investigation check.
Natural one.
They're so blind.
There's not a tap in there. For a second, you don't even see the barrels of mead, but they are pretty big, so they do kind of out after a second.
Wolfrun's already drunk.
No, I'm just like this. Anyways, I'll bring that out. I see this backpack in the corner here.
That's already
Alright,
been
took
passed
it.
through.
Oh, okay.
It had some healing potion.
Alright. Well,
Now let's see what Mara hunts
any
for us.
right ideas? I guess as the camera pans away to Mavra.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Mara to finish hunting.
So, Mavra, as you go out into the snowy tundra, as the snow falls, find yourself in burnt and marred forest you once called home, and a lot of the animals have left the area because of the flames. You're able to come back to everybody with a few bits of small game, but nothing major.
Squirrel stew, anyone?
Squirrel stew, my favorite.
Wolfrind has like a hand axe in his hand and is like looking over the cask of mead, still unopened.
Yeah, at the thought of meat, Ruin's gonna help me. Like, so how are we gonna get that open? Should we use a dagger, the old dagger trick, or we could I mean, you're strong. You could probably yank that thing off easily.
I could and risk spilling the contents inside.
Yeah, but what could possibly go wrong? Like, we'll just get bathed in that, and it's still going in us. It's just let's just open it so we can have something to drink. And if something happens, well, what's the odds that everything's gonna spill?
It's more likely than you think. Trust me, it's happened before.
What, do you have trauma or something about that? Look, Wolfred, just open it. I'll be right behind you. I'll be right there, supporting you. This is very
the
important.
only cask of mead, is it?
No, there's 2 of them. And a
Okay, cool.
cask of wine.
I'm going to just sort of try and chop into the lid, I guess.
Okay.
Like the top.
And Riven's gonna cast guidance on Wolfred. He's gonna just pat him on the shoulder. We'll try to tiptoes and be like, "You got this, buddy."
So
Our thirst.
the goal here is to open it without completely destroying it, right?
Yes.
Alright. Roll a sleight of hand.
Oh, good God.
I mean,
12.
plus a D4. Remember?
Plus a D4.
Yep, roll a d4.
15. That's actually not bad.
Okay. So, with a 15, you take your blade, this massive great sword. Wait, are you using a
No.
dagger or
I'm
a
using
sword?
I have a hand axe.
You have a hand
I'm using
axe.
that.
Okay. Okay, cool. And as you do, you manage to carve out enough of the wood to allow mead to flow freely.
See, Wolfred, what did I tell you? Perfection.
That works. That's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. Now, are we gonna drink this or not? Because if you're not, then I'm definitely going to, just get some of my Riven has his water what's it called again? His water skin, and he's gonna use it instead for the mead.
Okay.
I mean, I have a mug of some description.
Yeah, you
surely.
you guys have like mess kit stuff. You guys have like small tin cups and plates and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that is true.
That's just basic adventuring. So, as you guys pour some ale, throwing some of the broken wood from the table into the fire, stoking the flames, you guys find yourselves in halls in which you guys just did battle. Blood splatters across the ground. Enemies nowhere in sight, but the warmth of the fire fills the main area here. You guys doing watches or?
Before that, did
should.
Uzmir ever give Riven the halberd or not? I just trying to remember. from
Nope.
last session. Nope. Okay.
Where does Uzmir have the halberd?
On his back.
Okay. He keeps knocking shit over because it's extremely long and he's not very tall.
Nice. Okay. I just didn't remember from last session. I think we should assign watches. Who wants first watch?
I'll go
I'll
first.
take. No, I take first watch. I need less sleep.
Alright.
So, where are the rest of you posting up for your rest?
Right where I'm at.
Okay.
Riven's going to the cellars for no reason.
I'll just cozy up over here, I guess.
Got it. As you all drift into your slumbers, Mavra takes her first watch. Mavra, can I have you roll a perception check?
My passive perception is? I'm kidding. Kidding.
I can go off of your...
Kidding.
Mavra, as you stand watch, your sister's body lying away, have all these thoughts racing through your head. Your vision escapes for a moment. In the midst of this, you find yourself standing at the precipice of an endless abyss. Shadows coiling around you, their tendrils beckoning you forward into depths. The air is heavy with the scent of blood. Cold feeling of the darkness around you. As your form steps tentatively, a voice, soft, through the darkness. Mavra, it whispered. Feel the weight of your death. Burden, great for any mortal. Offer you path to end what has been sundered. Before you materializes a vision of your sister, radiant and alive. You're running around, her laughter dancing in the air. Almost feel the warmth of her embrace as she reaches out to you, her hand extended. Mavra, my dear sister, she says with a smile, waiting for you. You by my side, together again forever. Feel tears start to well up in your eyes. To hold her, or not as she is now, not lying on the ground. Long to hear her share laughter with. Stretch out your hand and you touch hers, feeling this magnetic pull drawing you closer to this illusion of happiness, feeling of completeness. You hear the voice again, and return her to. The voice continues, dripping with. Stronger and whole again. Bring her back. Endow you with the power to avenge her. Sure that those who took from you suffer the same fate. Can't do it to anybody else. Have to embrace me. All your torment shall cease. As you stand here at this crossroads between reality and whatever this illusion is, you feel this compelling pull towards this offer. This allure of reuniting with your sister, gaining the strength to exact vengeance on the ones who caused her suffering. Most irresistible. Cold shiver runs down your spine.
Pieces of what? Who are you?
Choice is yours. And as this voice kind of trails off, your eyes open and you are not in the place where you were before, but you were standing over Uzma, holding this broken blade in your hands, tears streaming down your face.
Oh shit. I drop it and it clambers to the floor.
This is going to wake up both Uzmir and Wolfred. Blade hits the stone floor, rings throughout the exterior of the building.
What's going on?
Mm,
I don't know. I was awake and then I was dreaming and I had this in my hand and I don't know what happened.
Maybe somebody else should take over for you.
Good idea.
Oliver, can you roll a wisdom saving throw for me? As you begin to pull yourself away for a moment, feel this pull, the desire for whatever that blade is could be. You're able to pull yourself away from.
Oh, what's the blade?
It's the broken blade that you found in the chest.
Oh.
There's something wrong with that thing.
Uzma, your pack is open. Like she must have pulled it out while you were sleeping.
Well, we was assuming it was probably cursed, I guess.
I want to touch it so bad. Get it away from me.
Hmm. I guess the ruling will have to be up to you. Would this blade fit the criteria to go into the void, Mr. DM?
What is the
Or-
what is currently what size is the void?
It's still for small objects.
Okay, no. With hilt and how much blade is on there, this would be.
All right. I'm gonna cover it back up and look. I don't have anything that I could use for it.
Sorry, I was muted for a second. Wolfram, you also see and hear this as aftermath as the blade after the blade has been dropped. And Lava's reaction to it.
I look for a second, and then just go back to sleep.
Okay.
He said, nah, nap time.
Not again.
I'll just take Overwatch from here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Mavra. Are you sleeping there, or what are you doing?
I'm going to go sleep by the fire because right now the darkness scares me.
Okay.
Did you say you want me to roll the perception check?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you move Culver's body closer to me?
25.
Thank you.
The 25, you fulfill your watch. You don't. Nothing seems to approach the keep. Nothing dangerous, at the very least. You see your allies resting throughout the chamber. Quiet, eerily quiet, and you can't help but your attention continues to be drawn towards the blade. But other than that, nothing happens.
Well, I'm going to wake up Wolfriend.
Okay.
What?
Wolfriend,
What?
it's your turn to take watch.
Is it?
Yes.
Fine.
But also, more importantly, the broken blade that we had found,
Hmm?
it's
What about it?
definitely cursed. Mavra, I don't know if I'd say that she tried to use it, but it definitely. She said that she was dreaming, and when she awoke, she had opened my bag and taken it out. And even I feel the call to the blade. There's definitely something going on.
What do you propose?
Well, I don't think destroying it would probably be a great idea.
It's not likely that we could. So,
At the very least, we gotta figure something else to do with it. Otherwise, well, one of us is awake and one of us is sleeping, that's liable to have something bad happen.
I could try holding on to it.
If you...
Not the first cursed object I've handled, and most certainly will not be the last.
Alright, yeah, we'll start with that. I'm gonna give up the cursed blade to him.
Can you roll a wisdom saving throw for me?
Yes.
+3, because you're right next to me.
+3.
So
So,
13.
Ismair, as you go to reach for the blade and begin to push it towards Friend, start to think. If this blade is cursed, trying to affect Mavra, prey on her feelings of rage or sadness, somebody obsessed with vengeance would not be the person to hold. You're the most well put together individual in this party. Why should anyone else have it other than you? Makes zero sense. Why should you give this blade to anyone? You're the most responsible person. You should keep. Thoughts begin to race through you.
Ismail?
On second thoughts, maybe I should hold on to it. I mean, after all, if I've got it,
Why
then
the sudden change of heart?
just with it feeding off of Mavra's rage, would it feed off of your vengeance?
Insight
And if
check.
Insight check?
Insight check.
Okay, go ahead and roll an insight check. 5.
Oh,
Nah, you good with it.
It doesn't seem like Uzmir's lying in any way, but something doesn't seem right. I will say.
With a nat 1?
Not one. You seem to be telling the truth. He's inciting you, not the situation.
What? I can't exactly fault your logic here. You need to also understand that this is a cursed object, and as such, cursed objects like to be possessed by a singular individual. Give them more time to worm into their mind, grab onto these negative emotions, or whatever they might latch onto.
I don't really have negative emotions.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Oof.
He seems
It's not
to
a
be,
natural one.
Right. When he says he doesn't have any negative emotions, he doesn't seem like he's like lying. It seems unlikely that anybody has no negative emotions, but at least as far as Uzmir is concerned, he does not believe he has negative emotions.
I find that highly unlikely. But
And also, think if I'm holding it and you're awake, if it does call to you, you'll probably wake me trying to get it off. And if it calls to me, you're already awake. So you'd be able to stop anything that it tries to make me do.
let's say we give it to Riven.
Riven? I think he's got the most negative emotions. He pushes Mavra to murder.
No. Terrible idea. You're right. You can keep it for now. But understand, this is a cursed object, and I will. If you're getting too weird about it in any way, I will be taking it off you.
Understood.
And I hope that should you find me doing the same, you take it off me. Or anyone else.
Understood. When you wake Riven up for watch, make sure to let him know to keep watch of the object as well.
Right.
I'm gonna go sleep on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you walk away from the conversation, Uzmir, you feel this. You feel this sort of feeling of being sated. Wolfram, roll a perception.
Perception. 19.
I mean, honestly, you guys are kind of rocking the perception check. Kind of pacing through the interior. You don't see anything too off-kill. And this is definitely... This building has been through a lot. Not just in the last day, but since it was first erected. Every once in a while you go and you carefully throw some more wood in the fires. Try not to wake Mavra. And this urge kind of comes about you. Not one that you're super familiar with. Most of your urges are centered around vengeance. Just correcting the wrongs of the world, but you feel this feeling of need. More often than not, as you pace around, you find yourself standing over. You're able to force yourself away, but feel this pull against you. almost trying to force your hand.
Nope. Don't like that. I'm just gonna try and resist it however I can.
Yeah, roll a wisdom save.
Ooh.
As you try to resist this, pull yourself away and your mind starts racing. What Uzmir did was strange. Anyone could see that. Wanting to get the object into safe hands and then immediately recoiling at the thought of it right as he was about to pass it over to you. I mean, you're the only one in this group with any experience with cursed items. I mean, the Order of the Ebon Fang deals with cursed items all the time. You guys are trained to withstand their pull, and it makes no sense to risk the lives of any of your party members, especially Uzmir. You're not sure how old he is, but he's childlike, and you have this feeling of guilt letting him hold on to it. And in what kind of world would someone from your order allow an item like that to float freely, even among people who you are grouped up with? These people have no experience with these kinds of items.
Hmm. That's... Hmm.
Also, everything I'm saying is super logical, guys.
It does. It makes a lot of sense to me. I've also gathered that this particular cursed item is very possessive. And if it's... Hmm. I'm just gonna try and push that line of thinking away for the moment.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another wisdom save. 5.
25.
You are able to push the urge away, but it still sits in the back of your mind.
And actually, I'm gonna analyze. Like, what? No. This ain't right. I'll just continue my watch and...
As you continue
Yeah.
your watch, find your vision set on the entire time. Watch finishes out. Up the next.
Oh boy.
Alright, just sort of...
Hey, Riven, how's your wisdom?
Quite high.
Sort of nudge Riven with my boot.
Oh, that hurt. What
It's,
the?
it's gentle. Come on.
Yeah, but the 2 beers really the number on me. Anyway, what? Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
As Riven just gets
Be
up.
warned. Uzmir has that sword hilt that we found, and it is both incredibly cursed and very possessive.
Wait, it's cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I have no problem with cursed. which is why I wanted the halberd in the first place, but...
Cursed is one thing. Possessively cursed is another.
So then, why don't we throw it out into the snow? Bury it or
It's-
something.
No guarantees that someone won't just go out and grab it, but...
Well, how bad could this be anyway?
It's potentially very bad. But it's a conversation for when we're all awake and lucid. It's
Alright.
staying with Uzmir now. I expect it to stay that way until tomorrow morning.
Alright.
You
So
understand?
it
So
stays
if
with Usmir.
It
No
stays
matter what.
with Uzmir. And if you find yourself wanting to hold on to it for yourself, for whatever reason, don't.
Don't worry, Wolfrun. I am in control of my own mind. I may be a
Insight
idiot,
check.
but I can't be that
The,
bad.
the blade is now in Riven's hands. I'm kidding.
That would be funny.
No.
Trust me, Wolfrun. I got this.
Placing a lot of trust in you here.
You are, and your trust is well found. Look, you'll see. Next morning, Usmir will have the blade. Nothing bad has ever happened, and I'm gonna be amazing at the looking and making sure we don't get attacked. Everything's gonna be fine.
Right.
Riven just pats Wolfrun on the shoulder, or tries to. Now, get some sleep. Leave this watch to me.
I'll go back to my bedroll. Sort of lie down.
Riven's gonna be looking
Give
out
it a
the
second.
window.
Pop up to see what Riven's doing.
He seems to be staring out the window. Snowfall. Flickering of orange light kind of outlines his silhouette.
Squint at him. And back to bed I go.
Riven, roll a perception check for me.
Yay. Let's see.
You can use guidance on yourself, right?
So
Yeah.
no, you
Yeah, but
guys,
not
I'm
yet.
literally wrestling a lubed up snake right now, so.
Is that what the
You're
kids are calling it
sleeping,
these
so it's
days?
okay.
Ugh. Poor guy. He got rolled up in some duct tape, I don't know how. And he's my bigger snake, so he's freaking squirrely. And I'm having to use olive oil to get the tape off, so it's like.
Take your time.
Thank you.
So Mavra dies.
Quickly. That was a quick death.
Riven, looking out the window, the snow falls. Each drop of snow kind of cascades down through your vision. Find it hard. Then you start to think about the conversation you had with Blade and it being possessive. And you yourself know that you have had your own issues. Though you have had a few mess ups here lately, it seems almost out of the question for anyone to assume you would throw yourself at that kind of power without knowing what you were doing. The very thought of even the notion of you taking advantage of this cursed item. I mean, you've wanted the halberd, but you haven't taken it. You have more self-control than anyone gives you credit for. But if it came down to it, you... And you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Riven. You, in your mind, are more expendable than anyone else in this.
That is true.
So, with the amount of self-control that you know you're able to have, wouldn't it make more sense for you to hold on to it to keep everyone else safe? And you've dealt with your own darkness and turmoil in your past, and you've come out relatively fine. I mean, you're alive and you're working through it. And then you start to think that if you can't have the halberd, then maybe this other item, maybe it's destined to go to you. It's here for a reason. Just finding out last night that your father is still alive, according to Lucian. These measly normal halberds that you've been using, these weapons that don't have the properties to push you forward in strength and power, aren't going to cut it much longer. So if you could conquer this first item and make it bend to your will, who would that hurt?
No one.
You need to roll a wisdom saving throw for me, Riven. 19. You find yourself inching closer and closer to Uzmir, and as you're bent over his form, kind of looking and examining, trying to figure out where the blade is, you catch yourself for a moment. As you back up a couple steps, you kind of feel this unconscious need to find that weapon, and you start to reconcile and understand what Wolfram was talking about, and you're able to pull yourself away from Uzmir without making a mistake.
That was kind of close. Is Uzmir still asleep?
Yeah, Uzmir. Him curled up. He has his bag with him. You don't see the hilt of the blade or anything like that. You do see that he has the halberd with his bag and his belongings.
And where's the halberd exactly?
Where's the halberd exactly, Uzmir?
It would be, since I'm sleeping on the couch, it'd kind of be like leaned up against the wall beside me.
Yep.
And does a halberd call for Riven too, or is it just a blade?
You don't feel any call from the halberd.
We'll see if Uzmir trusts me or not. As Riven tries to pull away from
Yep. You're
Uzmir's.
able to pull yourself away. You go back to your window perch. As the snow is still falling, the sun is beginning to rise in the distance.
And nothing, I see, and Riven sees nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh,
Right. Hey, friends, companions, whatever. It's morning.
Oh.
Uzmir, as you wake
Morning.
up, your first reaction is to look around frantically as at your bag and you feel the blade still inside. There's this rush of kind of calm and release as you know it's still on your person.
Well, I see that nobody succumbed to the blade last night.
Yeah, I mean, who would succumb to something like that? I mean, preposterous.
Alright, I'm up. We're all up. Everyone's up.
Mavra might still be wrestling a snake.
I am
And
very
then-
much still wrestling with Snake.
Look, we need to have an important discussion about that blade.
Okay.
All right,
I
everyone.
don't know
gather-
if we've got time to argue about a blade when Mavra's sister's still dead.
Look, this won't take long, and this is important. All right. So, gather around, everyone.
Love to? Can't.
That's like a snake. Well, Kudo
You're-
could probably just move her.
Yeah.
I think we should take a 5-er, kind of give her some time to wrestle a snake.
All right, everyone, we're gonna take
Yeah,
a
before we do anything important, I need to finish rest. I'm almost done, I promise.
All right, we're gonna take a
Yep.
5-minute break, everybody. People go get food. Riven, you can go get water now. Yeah, so everyone go get food and water and everything like that. Or not necessarily water. If you guys want to get something that's not water, do it. I'm not your mom. I'm just your dungeon daddy.
I'm your mom. You better get water, you little fucking unhydrated prunes.
You heard her.
Yes, mother.
Did you just misgender my mom, you fuck?
You're goddamn right, I did. Alright, everyone, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, Riven is in full health now.
Yep.
Oh yeah, long rest.
Long rest, boys and girls.
Riven was at 8 hit points, so I'm glad that he succeeded on the saving throw. And the most important thing, spell slots are back.
Yep.
I got 3 level 2s. Yee-hoo.
Riven's got nice new spells.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright. Hey, Nico, if you're gonna make a character to do a guest appearance on here, Wayne can send you over the sheets that we're using with all of the additional races and stuff for the world. Get with me because there are some races that are not available from normal D&D. So I just want to make sure that we work to get you something you're gonna enjoy playing and everything like that. And whenever you're available, we're working getting you in. Do a little guest star. Oh, actually, this is a good time for my ad read. Let's just do that real quick. Stamps.com is the ultimate time-saving tool for all your shipping needs. With Stamps.com, you can print postage right from your home or office 24/7. No more wasting time and gas driving to the post office. You can even schedule USPS pickup right from your doorstep. It's like having your very own personal post office at your fingertips. But wait, there's more! Stamps.com offers exclusive discounts on postage and shipping that you can't find anywhere else. Whether you're sending letters, packages, or even international shipments, Stamps.com has you covered with the best rates in the business. And here's the best part. No special equipment. All you need is your computer and a printer. It's just that simple. Plus, they'll send you a free digital scale that automatically calculates the exact postage you need, so you'll never overpay again. So why wait? Join over 1 million satisfied customers who have made their lives easier with Stamps.com. And right now, they have a special offer just for us. Use the promo code Cayman's Rejects to get a 4-week trial, which includes free postage and a digital scale. That is not true. Most of that is probably true. I've never been to Stamps.com. They are not sponsoring us. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that, guys. No one try to use the code Cayman Rejects at stamps.com because you won't get shit for it. And neither will I.
Tonight's D&D match is sponsored by Big Booty Bitches.
I'm just gonna do a fake ad read every session now. Nico says, "You motherfucker, I thought that was a genuine ad." I know, I'm so good. I just did that off the cuff. I didn't get sponsored. No, that would be awesome. I did make $80 streaming last month, so that's cool. I have another person asking if they could do a guest appearance on the show too.
You want me to send you the most updated sheet?
Yeah.
Make it easy for you. That should be it.
Dope. Love you, Nico. Next week we're going to be sponsored by Bad Dragon, so get ready for that. Oh, stamps.com.
Dicks Incorporated.
Well, Bad Dragon was the only sponsorship that I could get them to do the sponsor code as "go fuck yourself," so I figured mine as well. Go fuck yourself with a Bad Dragon dildo. I should have waited to do the ad read, honestly, until everyone was back. I really missed my mark there. Oh. Well, now Nico has to guest star. Because he brought it up, so can't get out of it now. Oh, hey. Hey, Uzmir?
Up.
Sometimes swords are locked up for a reason.
Nah.
Ah. I was like, Cursed Blade that preys on turmoil and strong feelings of anguish and stuff like that. Definitely a good thing to give to this party. What's this? Here and do Hey, Nico, can you make some chibi art based on the character art in the stream? Because I want to put that stuff on t-shirts. And of course I will pay you for it, obviously, but I would like one for each of the players' characters, and then for Uzmir, I need one that's just like a little green slime boy. Like a little slime ball. I mean, I already love you, but I would love you even more if you were able to do that. And then just let me know how much money you want, and then I'll pay you more than that. Yeah, I can send those over to you right now.
Oh my god, little chibis of all our characters would be so
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, you missed my ad read, dude. The first ad read of the
I-
stream.
I did not. I have wireless headphones and was
Oh.
listening.
Let's see here. There's Wolfriend, Uzmir, Mavra, Riven. Alright, there's all them. And then Little Green Slime Ball dude. Let's see. I think I have something for him. Something like this. But in your style. Oh yeah, by the way, for the players, I don't know if you guys knew this, but we do already have merch for the channel.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, I have a whole merch store set up through Streamlabs. Although, if you guys decide that you want to get merch, call me or text me first, because I get wholesale price.
got it.
Snake is liberated.
Alrighty then.
Yay.
Alright, everybody. Yeah, Niko, those are all AI generated art. So, as you guys all come to and begin to come together within the center of the chamber, you guys can carry on with whatever conversations you were wanting to have about the blade or anything else that may be applicable in this.
right. We're all gathered round. Uzmir?
Yes. Oh, like gather around, gather around.
Here.
Too close.
Let's see the blade a minute. If you could just place it on the ground in between all of us.
Uzmir,
you sure
roll
you
a
want
wisdom
to do-
saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
5.
25.
Okay. You're able to put it on the ground if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the ground between us.
Place it down. Everyone, hands off. This
That's
item
easier said.
is cursed and possessive. It wishes to be carried by one individual in particular, any one of us, so it can worm its way into our minds and do something. We're not sure what. Now, everyone, raise your hands if you think you are the best one equipped to carry this. And I will raise my hand.
Riven lowers his.
I'll raise my hand.
Mavra, even you, Riven, if you have any feelings, had any thoughts last night that you would be the best one to carry this, any at all, any
The
reason.
only one.
I didn't have a reason to carry it. So
Find yourself compelled to?
it told me that it wanted me, like it picked me, like it needed me.
Right. This is a problem. We know it's possessive. Objects like these usually have some sort of will attached to them. Something malevolent, often. And it is capable of affecting any one of us. As long as it is within our vicinity. So,
We could drop it in the well outside.
I concur.
Well, that's exactly what I said last night. And I told you, Wolfrin, it was easy. Nothing to worry about.
You have performed admirably. Thank you, Riven. I sincerely thank you.
Of course. You can count on me whenever.
Insight, no.
Are you sure we should get rid of it?
Look, items like these are dangerous and are capable of hijacking any of our wills.
Wolfriend, it occurs to you that throwing this thing down a well or burying it, that just opens up the risk to somebody else getting. And you could just as easily carry it with you and deliver it to your order. They could keep it safe. Long journey, but you have the willpower to stave off this. You've already proved that. The blade didn't end up in your hands last night, and that's not thanks to any sort of miracle. It's because you're trained to deal with these sort of objects. Your order is one of the main facets of what they have proven that they can do. If you throw it in a well, then any Joe Schmo who's walking through here, or if any of the Iron Brand come back looking for it, they might be able to find it. And evil artifact of any kind in the hands of the Iron Brand is not good news to anybody.
So, I know we've discussed the well.
And
It occurs to me that does open it up for anyone, absolutely anyone, to find it again.
so what? If that happens, it happens.
Then there's a dangerous artifact on the loose in the hands of someone who is not trained to handle curses of this caliber. Or it could end up in the hands of the Iron Brand. And then where does that leave us?
Well, that's a lot of ifs there.
It's enough. We can't.
If we keep it with us,
If we keep it with us, it has the chance to worm into any of our minds and compel it to keep it with us.
exactly.
And bend it towards whatever will it has. Conversely, if we leave it somewhere, we could potentially unleash this artifact upon anyone, any unsuspecting civilian.
And I
And
don't
that-
know that civilian. I know you, I know Mavra, I know Usmir. And I care about all three of you more than any other civilian or random person that comes across it.
You have to recognize that leaving a cursed item like this out in the open is irresponsible at best.
I am. Have you looked at me? Since when have I been the responsible one here?
At worst, we risk this falling into the hands of someone who can use it towards ill. And then we have an errant tyrant with a sword of however much power it contains. I know that my order is trained and is used to dealing with magic items of this disposition.
You're saying you've never failed before.
I am not saying that at all. I am saying that my order has the means to contain this, to keep it out of harm's way, keep it out of
While
the
you guys
hands of
are
anyone
talking-
who could
Sorry, while
misuse
you're
it.
talking, Mavra is slowly kneeling towards the blade.
Do I
Uzmir
clock this?
grabbing the blade because I am still watching that motherfucker.
No, hands off.
Wisdom
Everyone.
save, everyone.
The blade
Everyone,
is in,
hands off.
The blade is in Uzmir's hands by the time you say.
Uzmir, put it down. We're not done discussing.
If you leave this blade on the ground and you two continue to argue with it, it's falling in Mavra's hands or my own.
Look, we have established that this item is possessive.
And you're trying to hold
manipulative.
on to it longer because you're manipulated just as much as everybody else is.
I realize that.
Do you, though?
Yes. And this is the trouble. We can't leave it, nor can we take it with us.
I'm gonna start walking out of the door.
Stop. Look, what are you doing with it?
It's going
He's
in the
probably gonna
well.
toss it.
It's
Yep.
that's
It's going to the well.
that's fine. That's fine.
I need you all to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh,
23.
oh no.
It's going in the fucking well.
Wolfriend,
Mavra gets there first.
you feel, and you feel fully aware of yourself at this point in time. If he throws that down the well, this is a known base of operations for the Iron Brand. The chances of them getting their hands on this weapon, its untold properties and power you have no idea of. You would be failing your order if you let that thing go down the well. Mavra, this thing, you are unsure of how resurrection works, and you are even less sure if anyone in Alari can help you, and this blade so far is the only thing that seems like it has any sort of power, and it has already promised to revive your sister. This blade belongs in your hands.
Yeah, how do you get there? We're trying to get there.
My speed's 35. Fast as fuck.
So I need Uzmir to roll acrobatics, and I need the other people trying to get the blade to either roll acrobatics or sleight of hand or athletics. What
Oof.
up, John? Hey.
Oof. Oh,
Bullshit. Of course, you make me roll acrobatics instead of athletics. Fucking dick.
You're trying to outspeed everybody and trying to make sure nobody can grab the blade from you.
I was already ahead of everybody.
Yeah, but you were also moving your character before anyone else was able to move their character. You're not that much
Because
faster
I
than everybody
also
else.
said that I was going to move before anybody else even tried to stop me.
I understand that.
I would
wait, I
like
got
to
one.
react to this.
How do you want to react to this?
I'm going to wild shape.
Okay. First I'll say that is a tie between Wolfrind and Mavra. So I need Wolfrind and Mavra to both roll just a d20.
Oof.
Oof! God damn!
Okay, so as they both catch up to you, Wolfrind gets his hands on one end of the blade as you... What are you shaping into?
A raven?
A raven? Okay, so the hilt of this blade is being held by a raven, and the blade, the 3 inches of blade, is being held by Wolfrind.
Because if it's in my possession, I could actually take it into my form because it's a part of me.
Okay.
Correct? Because I can choose whether equipment and everything falls to the ground or merges.
All right.
Sure.
Look.
Sure. He turns into a raven and the blade is gone, along with the rest of his equipment.
Okay. Hold on. We throw it down a well, yes. Just not this well. Because this well is in a known Ironbrand stronghold. And if we leave it here, we risk them coming back, finding the blade again, and now this cursed object is in the hands of the Ironbrand once again. We need...
Cawing noises.
I've got voice mimicry.
Incoherent bird nonsense.
Look, I agree that this sword needs to be kept out of reach of all of us. However, it also needs to be out of reach of the Ironbrand. At least somewhere where they won't think to look. So we go, say, a day on the road, find some sort of pit of some description, toss the sword down in, we can tell my order where it is later, they can come, they have equipment, they have containment, a decent lead-lined box keeps most malevolent magics contained. We do not have anything of that description. My order does. So, we find somewhere else for it. We keep it there. We tell the people who know how to handle this where it is. They will... on their own time, they'll come, pick it up, put it somewhere where it can't harm anyone. Alright? Do we agree with this?
I mean, you're
Everyone?
talking to a raven.
Please come out of raven form so you can respond.
Ah!
I think he said no.
Fine. Call once for yes, call twice for no. Do you think, are you okay with throwing this down any other well? Just not this one.
I'm hopping up on the edge of the well.
It's still within reach of the Iron Brand. You have to recognize this.
I mean, he hasn't said his answer yet. Maybe he just, going for a friendly perch. That does look kind of comfortable if I was a bird.
What are you doing, Uzmir?
Uzmir, I'm trusting you here.
I'm going to the other side of the well, and then I'll change back.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and stay close,
Wolfred.
at least within arm's reach.
Yeah, we got a little bit closer than that then.
Moving around the well. Stay back,
What,
Wolfriend.
What are you
Please.
two doing?
Don't do this.
Look, Wolfred, if you're gonna trust him, then trust him. If not, then just follow him. And just don't say you're trusting him.
Look, I want to trust him. I'm being given very little reason to do so.
You're the one trying to prevent this. You're compelled just as much as you were before.
Any other well.
There is
Any
no
other well.
So you're thinking that the Iron Brand of all people is going to be, oh, they must have thrown it in the fucking
That's-
well.
I mean, I could call out to them, but still.
Can
that's
I-
the safest bet.
Can I try and discern if this line of thinking is my own or influenced by this blades?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Your favorite.
I'm actually pretty decent at insight, but that's an 11.
You feel pretty solid about your line of thinking. Mostly not just because because you guys came in here, fucked shit up, but they had to leave in a hurry. It's not like they just forgot about their box full of their shit, especially with something this powerful, with this sort of an effect. Somebody's gonna come back looking for it.
Look, it's a powerful magical item. One that could be found with a detect magic spell, I'm sure, or locate object. There are many magics well suited to finding objects, like the one you hold. If we leave it on these grounds, the Iron Brand will come back searching for the stuff that they had to leave behind in a hurry. And you saw that they have at least one mage in their employ. No doubt they have more, and no doubt they have magics suited to finding objects. So, we get rid of it, absolutely. Just not within the keep. We hold on to it for an hour more, at most. But we get rid of it, just not here.
I'm gonna put the blade in my bag.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's find somewhere a little more suitable for disposing this thing, yes? And we need to get on the road. We've wasted more than enough time. I'll start going back in to gather up my things.
Okay. Barbara?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Gonna go walk over here.
Okay.
Just kind of take a breath and get my nerve back before I go inside to collect my sister's body.
Okay. Alright. As you guys begin collecting your things and packing everything up, start to exit the building, and who's carrying the body?
It's my sister, so I guess I will.
Uzmir, what are you doing?
Uh,
Oh no.
after they go back inside, I'm throwing this blade down the fucking well.
Yep.
Okay. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
18.
Toss it down the well. Pings and hangs it down across the side of the well before you hear it hit the bottom about 60, 70 feet down.
And none of us are the wiser.
We're all inside.
This honestly probably for the better. We cannot keep fighting over items.
No?
And we still got the halberd thing too. So that's gonna be fun.
I mean, I don't think at this point the halberd's gonna be just what. Well, I mean, we'll get to that in game, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You all pack up your stuff. Uzmir comes back into the building. Picking up your sister's body, you guys begin making your exit and heading back down the road. You guys parked your wagon 10 miles away, so...
Yeah, it's a bit of a walk, but...
Set off.
Hopefully the cart's still there. We hit it well enough, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We did. Let's just hope that the snow hasn't, well, covered the wagon too much and
So whoever's...
It's only been a day.
Hmm?
It's only been a day.
Been snowing nonstop since yesterday, though.
It's fine.
Whoever's leading the charge just makes a survival check. Navigate. Not much of a path left behind after the snowfall.
Survival?
Yeah.
I'll assist. Whoever...
I'll lead the charge.
yeah, Ribbon's also gonna cast guidance. So, like,
Too late. He already rolled.
Do we...
it was weird.
We gotta give some time for the person with guidance to say, I cast guidance.
Sad.
It's almost like
16
Uzmir, it's almost like Uzmir wants to get the fuck out of here real fast before anyone realizes something.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does my Wanderer feature not apply to this?
For Ranger?
Finding for well, no, I have Wanderer. So I was wondering if I still could just kind of like know, or if it was too snowy or something.
I think it's a barbarian feature.
No, my future name is the Wanderer. I have an excellent memory of maps and geography. That's how I'm always able to find food.
Oh, yeah. Your background.
Yeah, that background feature.
So you know where to find stuff like beasts, plants, that kind of stuff. Don't think it apparently may succeed all survival.
Well, no, I wasn't asking about the survival check exactly. I was asking about finding our way back to the wagon.
No, I'm gonna say that still gonna require a check with the amount of snow that's fallen. The
Okay.
terrain is much different than it was when you guys got here. But a 16 is good, so as you guys begin marching out, do you guys shut the gate behind you? You leave the gate open?
Might as well close everything up.
Put out all the fires,
Mm-hmm.
and all the dishes. Are you guys taking either any of the barrels of alcohol with you?
Nope.
Ruin can't carry it. Can't.
Uzmir can't get drunk.
Do I
You'll be a
do I
mighty
have
sacrifice.
the I have the strength to carry it. Surely.
Let's see. So the mead barrels weigh about 100 pounds.
Oof.
And the the cask is much smaller and a cask of wine. So you could feasibly carry either one of them, but you're going to be moving really fucking slow if you carry the full, like, 55-gallon barrel of mead versus the 20-gallon cask of wine.
I won't. I won't bother.
Sounds good. You guys begin marching out. Uzmir begins leading you guys through the snow. At this point, Uzmir is pretty deep in the snow. For the rest of you, Riven and Mavra, the snow is getting up to about a little over your knees, and Wolfrin, the snow is halfway up your calf. It has gotten deep, so it is not a pleasant trek through the wilds here. As you guys trek through the blanketed, snowy area, kind of dampens all the sound around you. Realize how quiet and somber the area has become after the fire. You guys continue your walk, and about 3-4 hours, you guys on the small area where you guys wagon off and hit it in brush and are able to cover it and get it pulled back on where the main path should be. You guys did let your axe beaks go.
Well, we do have a replacement. Usmir, do you mind pulling the cart?
I can pull the cart.
Should someone give at least the appearance of a driver, or
Well, which one of us do you think would be the better driver? I mean, last time I did a horrible job.
It doesn't matter. I'm driving.
Well, yes, but good appearance makes all the difference if we're on the road.
I'll do it. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
All right, then I'll be in the back with Mavra.
Whoa, we gained people.
Zephyrian
Kara
stuff.
Zephyrian, you're back!
Not likely.
Such.
Oof. Pepe Paint.
I mean, we technically gained someone.
Where at on the wagon? Putting them. The Axbeak climbs up onto the buckboard.
He's driving.
Avra's body on the interior. Avra. Sitting inside the wagon, or are you sitting on the back buckboard?
I am lagging so hard. I am so sorry. This map is not loading for me.
You can tell me where you want to sit, and I will put your character.
I'll sit on the.
You might have to refresh, your picture's not showing up anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. It is very angry.
At least your picture's back.
Alrighty then.
There? Okay.
So, as you guys set off towards Alari, you have about a half days of travel to get there. Snow falls and the path becomes a little bit more clear as it looks. As we night, Avra, you have this hanging feeling of almost guilt, but you look around, you have this something's off, and almost like the feeling you get where you know you've forgotten something, not sure what it was. As you start looking through your belongings, up your bag, and you bundle of satin cloth with
Oh, no.
That's where we'll end for tonight.
Well,
It
Oh,
just won't
no.
Stay the fuck away.
I'm sorry if I was cutting out. But yeah. So that is where we'll end for tonight. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks for watching. We love you all. We'll be back next Saturday, right? Does anyone have any qualms with next Saturday?
none at all.
Nope.
We'll be back next
I have qualms
Saturday.
with not doing it sooner.
D&D is every Saturday. Unless people want to try to get together in the middle of the week, but that sucks for me and Wayne because we have to get up super early for work, and then work sucks the next day.
Crying
Very
for
much.
Cheerios.
So, I will be streaming intermittently through the week, just random stuff. But thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for watching. Nyko, let's get together and we can build your character and get you a fit into the world so you can guest on the show.
Ooh, guest star Nyko?
Nyko's gonna guest star.
Ooh. Guest characters.
So
We need a human, please.
I have had a couple other people also ask if they could guest, so that might be a thing as well. But we'll get it all figured out. I know for sure Nyko does, and Nyko is already working on his character sheet. So, thanks everybody. Love you all. Have a good night, everyone. Tell everyone thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Eat a dick.
Thank you.
That's how Uzmir says thank you.
That's thank you and slime.
Yeah, world peace. Wubba lubba dub dub.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.